everyone. Good morning. What's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. This is a United news video. We're going to be covering all the latest morning's Man United news and also discussing the fallout of the game last night. Manchester United obviously getting a draw against Chelsea Scummers in the Premier League to sort of seal our fate and guarantee more or less that we're not going to get top four this season. Absolutely gash. Thank you everyone who's in here at the start of this stream in the morning here. Little cheeky bit of pig's breakfast on the go. We're going to give you all the latest news as and when it comes in and all the stuff we've got lined up also. So do hang on to your seats. Also, smash that like button on this video at the start of this stream. If you want to share it around on social media, that helps us out all the time also. And if it's your first time here, do hit the subscribe button. Get yourself involved in the chat with the legends. And let's be having you. A-Bub, Scott Corden, United Till I Die, Arsenal for Life's getting in here, sub to Flying Pig United, Razerk, Sphinxu. Thank you guys for joining us early doors for the show, guys. So Manchester United bottled it last night, didn't we? In terms of trying to get top four, we needed to win that game at home against Chelsea. Chelsea, a decent side this season, though, and obviously not going to just turn over and allow this particular Man United side to beat them because we're just not that good at the moment. If it wasn't for the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, doing absolute bits up top there, scoring lovely goals and, just doing what he's done all season, taking him to second in the goal-scoring charts for the Premier League, by the way, this season, only behind Mo Salah, when you're considering Salah is doing what he's doing this season and, of course, is playing for that Liverpool side who are doing what they're doing. And you look at Ronaldo playing in this struggling Manchester United side, it's pretty ridiculous the sort of thing that he's doing, actually. So fair play to Cristiano Ronaldo. If not for him, if not for David De Gea as well, for saving our asses time and time again with those saves, man. Literally. And big Nemanja Matic as well turning up really, really well last night, getting the job done for us, putting in a really good Serbian-hearted performance, mate. Great to see. Very, very good performance from Nemanja Matic. Those three performances from the players in the team really helped us get the point. If not for those guys, I think most of the other players had a pretty nondescript gash game and we'd have probably really, really struggled if not for those guys. Just like it's been the story all season long, particularly in regards to Ronaldo and De Gea. These guys have just been the saviours for us time and time again. If not for those, we could be down in a fucking gash relegation place. Maybe not relegation, but hey, we could be 13th or something preposterous like that if it wasn't for those guys. People may say now that's not the case because look, last season we finished bloody second and we didn't have those, so we didn't have Ronaldo. But ultimately, his goals have stopped this team being an absolute shambles this season. Just individual brilliance from the guy, individual moments of magic has given us the point there. And also, Matic has passed, but also in previous games, Ronaldo's just been winning these games on his own, it seems. So let's get some goat emojis and some soos in the live chat for Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm just waking up, guys. I've got my tea on the go. Hope you're waking up well today as well. It's quite a nice day down on the south coast here. Sev the Panda, what's going on? Razak, hey Willow, and Farquhar Lion Trousers, good morning. Kylie Madison's in here as well. Liverpool Scoomer, but we won't hold that against you. What's going on there, Kylie? Bargav, Sphinxu, Scott Corden, Lowry, thank you guys for joining. Do get yourself involved in the chat throughout. We're going to hear your thoughts and opinions as we get in and out of the show. But let's face it, guys, United just aren't good enough right now. We are pathetic when it comes to actually being able to challenge the top sides. Yeah, okay, we did get a draw last night. It's not bloody good enough, mate. Did you see how we performed? That's what I'm interested in. Yeah, there was a good few performances, but how's about the fact we're just not there? We're getting battered by teams. Good teams, yes, but we are the home side, remember. For us to have like 34% possession and have just a few chances throughout the whole game and get absolutely peppered by Chelsea, and they've had 20-odd shots and the lion's share of possession and all of the rest of it. It's just a sad indictment of where Manchester United are right now, which is in the gutter. We need Ten Hag to come in ASAP and get this new philosophy going. We need to be the side that's taken the game to the opposition. We should be going in there swinging the shots in the slugfest, not defending, not on the counter and all that kind of stuff, and just being very ineffective when it comes to being able to create chances and actually getting forward and all that sort of stuff. It's very depressing, guys. It's more of the same guff we've seen all season long. It's no surprise. That's just how Man United are right now. We're shite. So we need a complete injection of new players in the summer, of course. Rangnick needs to go into his consultancy role, of course, and Ten Hag needs to come in. But a very, very sad game. Very, very sad in one respect, anyway. Just because we were so sort of like unable to mount a serious sort of offense throughout the whole game, really. Apart from that one moment, of course, where Matic has fed in Ronaldo. It was a brilliant, brilliant goal. Morning there, Jeanette Pugh. What's going on? Early one for me, 21 Nick P. I know I've woken up early today, mate. I had an absolutely gash night's sleep. I've woken up early. I thought I'd jump on, cover the news, seeing as there's a bit of breaking stuff. Let me get into it then, guys. Let me get into it. So, the news is this. Mason Greenwood, we know the situation with Mason. It's gone silent for a while. We haven't really heard much about it. Of course, there's allegations, very serious allegations of rape and assault and things like that against him, which are absolutely horrendous. And if we're looking at an update from Greater Manchester Police, they've given us an update finally today. And it reads as this. This is the statement. It says, we are continuing to investigate a report made to us on Sunday, the 30th of January, of online social media images and videos posted by a woman reporting incidents of physical violence. A 20-year-old man arrested that day on suspicion of the rape and assault of a woman and threats to kill remains on bail. An application has been made to the courts to have his bail extended beyond Saturday, the 30th of April, but the hearing isn't expected until mid-June. The suspect will remain on conditional bail until the date of the court hearing. So there is the update we've all been waiting for in regards to Greenwood. Nothing really, anything more so just to say other than that they want to extend his bail to continue investigations essentially. And if you look at it, it says he's got a court date, expected, or his hearing, I should say, his hearing, is expected in mid-June. So he will remain on bail until the date of the court hearing. So there is some latest breaking Mason Greenwood news, which has just come out this morning, which has been reported everywhere, and that is all it is, guys. It's just the fact that he's been the Greater Manchester Police have just asked the courts, an application has been made to have his bail extended, guys. Look, obviously it's a tricky situation. I don't know if this guy's ever going to play for Manchester United again. I would think not. It does depend, of course, on the current situation. Now, I think if you're looking at domestic abuse and things like this, is absolutely abhorrent. But in regards to the justice system, of course, you do have to let justice take its course. You've got to allow proceedings to take place, and there is a little thing called innocent until proven guilty. So let's see what happens first. There has been things that, of course, come to light in the past where people have misconstrued information. We've maybe heard some audio clips and seen some pictures and things like that. And I'm not trying to, and by the way, I'm absolutely not. I think, if this is to be found the case, it's just absolutely disgraceful, isn't it? There's no defending this sort of behaviour. But nothing in terms of the court of law or the eyes of the court has actually been established just yet. So you do have to wait until these hearings are taking place. You've got to wait for proceedings to begin. And of course, there will be a thorough investigation taking place right now. But you just got to let the justice take its course, guys, in regards to this one. So there's the latest update on Mason Greenwood, guys. It's not really good news or anything. It's just the fact that he's had his bail extended. And he's expected to have a hearing in mid-June sometime. So we'll bring you the latest as and when that happens. I don't know if you guys saw a couple of weeks ago, there was a video, somebody had gone up to Mason Greenwood, giving him some serious stick while he's out and about on his phone and stuff like that. You haven't really seen much from Mason Greenwood since then. It seems like he's sort of been in hiding. Rightfully so, maybe. And then you look at, obviously the state of what's going on with Man United, just to take it back to a footballing point of view. I know things are obviously much more important than football in regards to this sort of stuff. But just taking it from a football point of view, this is an asset from Manchester United, which they might just have to cut their losses on at some point. Or we don't know what happens in the future. Maybe he could come back into the team. I mean, I do think that Manchester United, particularly the Glazers, with the type of shithouses they are, when it comes to sort of money and assets and thinking about things from a financial standpoint, might just bite it. Might just take it on the chin, and maybe it depends what happens, doesn't it? We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to suggest anything like that, but it wouldn't surprise me because they're a bunch of scoundrels. But there you go. Let's get into the live chat, see quickly what you guys are saying. Remember, let's just try and be a little bit more respectful here. Obviously, there is a potential victim in all of this as well, so let's be as respectful as possible. Billionaire footballer, says Chief Struman. Footballers these days, mate, in general, douchebags, mate. No, I'm just kidding. Most of them are right still, but it does seem like there's a large percentage of twats. Fair enough, Dabo. Egon Spengler says, good morning, all you wonderful, amazing people. I hope you're doing well. Hey there, Egon Spengler. How are you doing today, man? Thank you for joining us and getting in here. Yes, indeed, it's the morning news show. We don't do this very often. We're just waking up, gonna have another swig of tea. Reeling from that performance last night, we will be on the ropes against Chelsea for most of it. Hello there, Haroli. What's going on, mate? Good to see you, bro. What's happening? What's happening? Welcome in and good morning, Robin, and everyone Scouser on the Wirrals in here also. He says, entertainers, sports stars who get paid millions a year shouldn't be bailed at the average Joe's rate, says Scouser on the Wirral. Fair play, Jim. Well, I don't even know how things really work in the UK, mate, in regards to bail. So I think it's just a normal situation, isn't it, in regards to bail? I don't think we have that whole thing like in America where you have to, they set like a bond or a bail price and then you have to pay that. I could be wrong. But I don't think we operate like that in the UK. That sounds like some American shit to me. Susan Lively Sue, getting in here. Susan, hope you're lively today. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. She says, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today there, Susan? Hope you're having a good one. Gungshi, what's going on in THC Temperament? Gungshi, great to see you, my man. Jarvis Cocker, also your legend. What's going on? A lot of the legends getting in. Good morning to you guys. THC Temperament comments, I hope Ten Hag can restore Man United back to the top 4 form. Even though I'm a rival fan, I'm a fan of football first. I want to see the Premier League become more competitive. A great comment, lad. Great comment. It would be interesting, wouldn't it, to see like United tussling it with likes of City and Liverpool right now, and there being an actual 3-horse race rather than these two going at it. Michael Myers has got a super chat in here. Thank you so much, Michael. He says, more important news, Klopp signs till 2026 when Liverpool get in. Either it'd start doing it right or NFC would go further ahead. How are you, Pig Legend? Hey, Michael Myers, I'm good, thank you, you legend. I am gutted to hear about that. I know you're obviously an NFC scummer. My opinion of Klopp is that while he's there, he'll probably be very successful. And as soon as he's gone, they will have a drop-off. I was hoping it was going to be in a couple of years or even in this summer. I was hoping he might go to Real or just some other job offer might come in and he might be tempted, something like that. But it looks like he's going to be here for at least another 4 years. So, yeah, we will have a drop-off at some point, which I'm looking forward to. But that's probably not going to take place until Jurgen Klopp's gone. He is obviously a very good manager and he recruits well at that team and they're just a good side. So I have to say that it's bad news for everybody else. Hey, I'm doing all right there, Michael. Thanks for getting in. Let's get a sue in the chat for Michael. Hey, William Reedy says, top of the morning to you. Are you looking forward to team of the season in FIFA? Yeah, mate, I'll be getting on there raw later on. Watch the stream later on tonight, William Reedy. Absolutely, we'll see what we get. Guys, okay, so just regardless, let's just have a little vote in the live chat what you think's going to happen in regards to Greenwood. We don't know actually if he's guilty, not guilty. I'm not saying that. I'm not asking you if you want to say that. I'm asking, do you think he will play for Manchester United again? Yes or no? Do you think Mason Greenwood will play for Manchester United again? I personally don't think so. But if you look at the Glazers and their situation and how they view assets, maybe he will. Rush Marno, thanks for getting into you, Don. How are you this morning? How's it going, Marty86 as well? That's right, Bargav. It's a strange one, isn't it? He says the Greenwood case may not be so cut and dry if the police are taking so long on it. They have asked for extra time for bail, for investigations and things like this. So perhaps so. There's also, remember, after the alleged rape and assault claims, there was also he was further arrested, wasn't he? He was further arrested on suspicion of threats to kill. So these sound quite like, these are very serious accusations. And it doesn't paint Mason Greenwood in a good light whatsoever. In terms of the investigation, I imagine it's not a very simple investigation, this one, mate. Hey, Leah Rose, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing this morning? Thanks for getting in. Hope you're doing well. What did you make of the game last night? Ronnie Dodge says, morning last night, Rashford needs to kick up the backside or a slap. Ronnie Dodge, if I was Roy Keane, I'd be throwing punches at him. He's an absolute disgrace and a nonsense at the moment, bro. Okay, so there you go, guys. Anyway, look, it's just a little bit of a headline there today. It's on Sky News, it's on the MEN, it's on all over the place. Mason Greenwood's bail. There's an application that has been made to the courts by Greater Manchester Police to have his bail extended beyond Saturday, the 30th of April. But the hearing isn't expected until mid-June. So that's the latest update on Mason Greenwood, guys. I'm not going to dwell too much on Mason. It's just more of the same, but he's still on bail. But there is a little bit of an update. And also an update on regards to the time frame of when things might start, getting further ahead in this case. Because hearing's going to be middle of June. So that's the latest update on Mason Greenwood, guys. It's a terrible, terrible blight on a season that is absolutely gastastic in itself. What a bad season in every single different scenario, really. The players that have come in, such as Sancho, haven't really sort of done what we were hoping for a £73 million player. Ronaldo's done the business. Varane's been okay. He's been injured a lot of the season. He's maybe not had the impact we would have hoped either. Ollie got sacked, which was a shame, obviously, after finishing second. We were hoping we were going to kick on. We've just basically bottled it all season long and played awful football. Ralph Rangnick came in and continued that awful football. It's just been an absolute calamity. And then this Greenwood stuff as well, not getting top four. The only positive from it, I guess, is that it's almost over. And then we've got Ralphie Rangnick perhaps going into a consultancy role. Perhaps not. We're going to cover that in just a moment, but we'll have to wait and see. And that obviously we have got a new manager, Ten Hag, coming in, who hopefully promises some positive football, some good stuff, some attacking play, and maybe a brighter future. But it's just super depressing being a United fan right now, guys. The worst season ever. What a shit show. Hey, we got another super chat here. It's from Mike getting in here from down under. What is it with these Aussie legends? How you doing there, Mike? Good day, mate. He says, good day, pig. Did you see the footage of Ten Hag yelling and berating his Ajax player from the sidelines? For some reason, I can't do an Aussie accent today, mate. It makes me have a gravelly voice, mate. Berating his Ajax player from the sidelines for not running back and daring to answer him back. With our squad, Eric will likely lose his voice. Just like me, mate. How appropriate is that? Mike, you're absolutely right, mate. I did see it. I think he's going to be a good disciplinarian, my son. I don't think he's going to take those shit off of these overpaid, overhyped prima donna meltbacks. So I agree with you, mate. Thank you so much, Mike, for getting in with a $14.99 super chat. Let's get a massive sue in the chat there for Mike. Come on. Good day from Dan Underpro. Hope you keep him well. Hey, Rushmano says we've got 41 likes on the stream. Let's see if we can get 50. Thank you, everyone, for dropping in here this morning. Cheeky Pigs Breakfast. Drop a like on it. Let's get 50 likes. Share it around on the socials if you want. That'll help us get a few more people in here and let them know we're live. And also, subscribe if you're new so you can chat in the live chat. Harjiv Walia, how you doing? Matic, De Gea, and Ronaldo, the only people who were present on the field last night. Great shout. Scott Corden, what's good, mate? They could indeed, couldn't they? They should call it, I don't know. Yeah, Nightmare on St. Matt Busby Way. Michael Myers, thank you for the super chat as well, bud. He says, breaking news, Michael Myers getting it. The same Aussie legend as earlier, but still. He says, Klopp signed Slabby in a very important role at LFC. Toilet cleaner. Slabby said he will do it for free just to be around footballers. It's okay, pig. Putting myself in timeout again. Yeah, put yourself in timeout, Michael Myers, mate. It's okay when I say it about Slabby Maguire, mate. It's not okay when you Liverpool scummers say it about cleaning the fucking Scouse toilets. Absolutely bloody not. If he's a shit captain or he's not a shit captain. We don't fucking have our captain cleaning Scouse toilets, mate. No. You could do one. You could go and appoint, I don't know, Steve McManaman or something for that fucking job, mate. That's right. Michael Myers, thank you for getting in here, bud. Oh dear. Liverpool scummers. Whether he's a slab or not, he will not be cleaning any Scouse toilets. That's for damn sure. Okay. So let's get into this, guys. The next piece of information, the next piece of news this morning, guys. Ralphie Rangnick looking like he's going to be the next manager of Austria. Yeah, darling. So United, this is from Simon Stone. It says, United interim manager considering offer to become Austrian manager. And we also have lots of reports that say that it's already basically done. But the BBC Sport understands that a decision could be made as early as Friday. But there are some reports coming out that he's already accepted. As you can see from this little report here, it says, Ralph Rangnick has reached a total agreement with Austria. Everything is done, and he will sign a contract until 2024 in the next days. He will be performing a dual function for both Austria and Manchester United. So, not too sure how I feel about this one really, guys. I mean, we were understood that he was going to be coming in as a consultant and working on a basis of helping Manchester United and advising the new manager and all of those things, which he can still do. But is he going to be as hands-on if he's already got a job managing the national team? Then again, when you're managing a national team, the fixtures are quite few and far between. Obviously, there is quite a lot of scouting and watching players and all sorts of stuff behind the scenes that goes on. But it's actually a part-time job, really. When you think about it, it's not really a full-time job. So Ralph Rangnick probably can do both. He can consult with Manchester United and help them in regards to who we can bring in and different ethics and ways of working and what we should be doing and all these sorts of things. But it does bring into question the amount of actual work that he's going to be doing at Manchester United because, of course, his time is going to be split between the two jobs. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on with regards to Rangnick and how much influence he's actually going to have on Manchester United next season. In my opinion, it's probably not going to be that much. But we do need more football men in these roles to help us. We've seen that by just a bunch of wanky bankers over the years running Manchester United into the ground. We do need some proper football men in there. There's talks of us, of course, getting Paul Mitchell as well from Monaco. But Ralf Rangnick is an important part of what we're sort of hoping to do in the future because he's a proper football man. And his background is absolutely brilliant. We did it at Leipzig, Lokomotiv, even as a coach at Schalke and these teams. Hoffenheim, wasn't it? As well. He's obviously, he's obviously very, very good coach. And he's got a lot of attributes as well in regards to football, which can help us, i.e. behind the scenes. So, yes, I definitely think that Ralf Rangnick is an important part of things next season in a consultancy role, but it does make me question whether or not he's going to be doing this super part-time, or if he actually will be a bit more involved in Manchester United. Hey, Ellie, how you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Good morning, Ellie. How you doing, you legend? And also, Aaron's in here as well. What's going on, Aaron? How you guys doing? Stipmeister, you're from Austria. Nice one, mate. Guten Tag. Oh, you're getting Ralph. It's done. Yeah, there you go. He says, thank you so much. Stipmeister says, hey, Piggy, I'm from Austria, and the OFB press conference is at 12:45 my time, so we get Ralph and lose Ralph. Okay? There you go, Stipmeister. That's right. So there you go. You're getting Ralph. It looks like that is done, as we can see from this update here. Ralf Rangnick has reached a total agreement with Austria. If you're telling me there is a press conference, that's interesting. So yeah, with I've seen a lot of reports to say that it could be as early as today that it was announced. So Rangnick confirms his United future, by the way, yesterday. So Rangnick confirmed he will remain at Manchester United in a consultancy role. Rangnick refused to comment on speculation linking him with an Austrian national team job last night after the game when he was asked about it. However, he did commit himself to Manchester United, by the way. So he was appointed, of course, as an interim boss with the idea that he's going to go into a consultancy role. That was already pre-set up. And he was asked about the speculation and whether he could clear it up. And this is what he basically had to say. He said, I want to speak tonight about Manchester United and our game and the rest of the season here. This is the issue. And I can also confirm that I will continue at the end of the season in my consultancy role. I will definitely continue with my consultancy role for the next 2 years. And I very much look forward to it. He also said I would leave space for another job, yes, but that is what we had agreed to start with back in November last year. So it does sound like maybe the reports that we were talking about previously on the channel about him having a consultancy basis on like a week a month, 6 or 7 days a month basis, sort of full time, if you like, went for those 6 or 7 days, but just 6 or 7 days. I mean, who knows how the logistics are going to work, but yeah, part-time basis in both jobs, really. Being the Austrian national team manager, only going to take up a certain amount of time. Because there's just not as many fixtures, etc. So he's going to have plenty of time to help Manchester United. I don't really know how it's going to work, there, guys. Maybe he can convince Alaba. Maybe he can convince Alaba to come and sign for us. I don't really know how it's going to work, guys, but there you go. He will be a consultant at Manchester United. He said he will remain as an advisor at United and begin a rebuild in the Ten Hag era. Oh, I missed your super chat, Sleep Tight. I'm so sorry, bud. Oh, mate, I've bottled it. Hey, thank you so much, guys. Let's get a double sue in the live chat for Sleep Tight. Thank you so much, Sleep Tight, by the way. You're a legend, man. He says, thank you so much. The first one says, much love from Vegas, mate. By the way, would you take 20 million for Rashford? Hey, I've been to Vegas, Sleep Tight, man. Nice one. Would I take 20 million for Rashford? No. I wouldn't take 20 million for Rashford because he's worth a lot more than that. Is he for sale? Well, at the right price, I would sell Rashford if it means we could sign other players and maybe benefit the team. But it's going to have to be a lot of money. You look at the current market. I'm sorry to say, he's had 3 really good seasons at Manchester United and 1 shit one. That doesn't make him a £20 million player. He's still a £70 million player, this guy. Problem is, he's just a £70 million player playing like a £20 million player or even a £5 million player right now. So in regards to your question, Sleep Tight, no, I wouldn't. But if the offer was right, it wouldn't be the saddest thing to see him go. But then again, I do want to say this. He's Manc born and bred. He's had a few good seasons at the club. This season has been absolutely pathetic from him. There's no other word for it. His head's gone. And he needs serious help. I think he needs a boost. He needs a lift. He needs confidence. He needs a belief. He needs a new mentality. He needs psychiatric help, I think, in terms of getting back to where he needs to be with that proper mentality of approaching a game of football. Because he's not doing it at the moment. If he can do that, and if Ten Hag could come in and actually get the best of it, I think that Rashford can do bits, man. I think that Rashford can do bits again for United. He's not doing it at the moment. There's nothing to suggest from his performances and his quality on the football right now that he is any good of a player whatsoever. But I know, having watched the last few seasons of Manchester United and him play, that Rashford is a good player. I know that. There's just something seriously, fundamentally wrong with his approach or his mentality right now. You know, he hasn't forgotten how to play. It's just like he's almost shackled, or there's pressure, or there's a feeling of almost no direction at Manchester United, and he's just got lost in the mess. I don't know. Bruno Fernandes is not the same player he was a year ago, and he's the Portuguese Magnifico, and he was some unbelievable player for us for 18 months. Still doing okay sometimes, still works hard. So different to Rashford in that sense, because I see Rashford sauntering around a lot, but Bruno, to me, and Rashford, these guys, there's something fundamentally wrong. They've gone from being really good to being absolutely bang average shite. So I don't know what's going on. I wish I could tell you sleep tight, but I wouldn't sell him just yet. That's my opinion. Let's have a vote in the live chat, guys. I asked in the watch along yesterday. Things were pretty raw yesterday. He'd had a really bad performance. I asked in the watch. I think 99% of people actually said sell Rashford. Let me just ask the poll. Actually, let me ask in the live chat, guys. Keep or sell Marcus Rashford? I will ask the live chat though. Rashford, keep or sell? Simple. I'm just going to ask you that. For me, in my opinion, though, we'd be better off just giving him a chance for a few months at the start of the new season in order to, assess him properly. Let Ten Hag see if he can get the best out of this guy. Let Ten Hag actually try and save his career, because he is Manc born and bred. He is a homegrown talent. He is only 24, but it's just about time that he stepped up rather than going backwards, rather than turning into, a disappointing player like a Welbeck or a Cleverley or something like that. We don't need another one of those gash players at this club. We need players who are constantly improving, constantly striving to get better. It almost seems like when Ronaldo's come in, a couple of players at the club have, I don't know, maybe had the limelight taken away from them. They don't like it or something. It's bizarre, but really what they should be doing is looking at what Cristiano Ronaldo's doing and how he approaches the game and his professionalism and his mentality, and trying to emulate it to the best of their abilities, because what an example to follow. But it seems like almost since he's come in, these guys have got the hump. It's a bizarre one, guys. Hey, we got 60 likes on the stream. Thank you, everyone, for getting in it. Only 9 away from 69, dudes. Do drop a thumbs up for getting in. Help us compete with the clickbait wankers and the corporations. So do smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and get yourself involved with the chatter. Rosh Mano comments, I'll have what you're having if you think Rashford is going to Arsenal. Yeah, he's not going to Arsenal, is he? Come on. He wouldn't go there, guys. It's ridiculous. I mean, we have seen United players go there before. Plenty of players, actually, when you think about it. Mkhitaryan. Name Arsenal. Name players who've gone and played for Arsenal, guys. Sylvestre. Welbeck. Yeah, not that many though. Not that many. Anyway, I don't think he'll go to Arsenal either, mate. I don't think he's going anywhere, in my humble opinion. I don't think Ten Hag would want to get rid of him just yet. Yes, if he's been watching Manchester United this season, and this season only, he would probably base his opinion on Rashford's season this year and say, this guy is absolutely gash. Gashford, we're not keeping him. But if you actually base it on the previous couple of seasons as well, his whole development of United, overall, he's had a good time of it. It's just this season he's fallen off a cliff, man. Welbeck says William Kelly. Yes, indeed, yeah. Luke S says Mason Greenwood update. Yes, indeed, there was a Mason Greenwood update. Luke S, I'll just get it up on the screen for you very quickly. Greater Manchester Police released this statement earlier on. It says, we're continuing to investigate a report made to us on Sunday the 30th of January. On social media, images and videos posted by a woman reporting incidents of physical violence. A 20-year-old man arrested that day on suspicion of rape and assault of a woman and threats to kill remains on bail. An application has been made to the courts to have his bail extended beyond Saturday the 30th of April, but the hearing isn't expected until mid-June. The suspect will remain on conditional bail until the date of the court hearing. So there's the update on Greenwood if you're just getting in here, guys. But let's just get back onto Rangnick. We're actually talking about Rangnick, and we got onto Rashford there. We have missed a super chat as well. I'm so sorry. We missed a super chat from Michael Myers. Oh, thank you for another super chat. It says cheeky donation for Stips Pie Fund. Hey, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Let's get a Sue in there for Sleep Tight and Michael Myers. Thank you so much, guys, for the support there. Really appreciate you. Legends, man. Legends. Right, okay, hang on, guys. Let's just talk about Ralph Rangnick quickly, very quickly. He was discussing his future, of course, and he said, I didn't say that I will be a big part of it, but we have definitely agreed now on the contract and the time of my consultancy role. So far, we haven't spoken, Eric and myself, but hopefully and probably that will happen in the future. But we have spoken to the board about the contract, and that is why I can confirm that I will carry on. I'm more than happy and willing to help to change things for the better. So, Ralph Rangnick, let's just take a moment to say, although I think Ralph Rangnick hasn't exactly covered himself in glory as Man United manager, I am happy that this guy is going to be on the staff. I am happy that we're going to have this guy involved in the football club, because I think if you look at his track record of what he's done behind the scenes at football club, he's clearly a good influence. You know, his time at RB Leipzig shows that. I think it would be very, very good for us to get him in this role. So it's a shame in a way that he's not going to be committed slightly more so to us, with the news that he is going to be joining the Austria national football team as their new coach. But he will still be having a part-time consultancy job pretty much at Manchester United. So there you go. Okay, also, this is another bit of information. He says, Rangnick told him last night, I'm more than happy to help Manchester United. I can confirm I will definitely continue with Man United and the consultancy role. So there's no doubts there. He's made it as plain as day. He has got an offer. They maybe had that, obviously, contract set up anyway. But now that maybe they've had discussions because of this season, but also because of the Austrian national team offer. And so they've reached an agreement for him to have a contract at Manchester United as a consultant for however many hours or days a week, or maybe there isn't even that proviso in there. It's just about him, you know, giving his advice and counsel and all that sort of stuff. So Ralph Rangnick is going to be the new Austria manager, guys. That looks like it's almost done. Lots of reports say that it is done. And in fact, we had an Austrian legend come in the live chat earlier and say that there's a press conference today at 12:45. So maybe that is the case. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know anything about that because I haven't verified it, but there you go. Rangnick will remain as an advisor at Manchester United and begin the Ten Hag rebuild era, guys. Come on, United! Let's get Paul Mitchell in there as well. Let's stone cold stun all these melters out the door, these banker wankers. Get them out the door, get some proper football people in as well. Let's get Edwin van der Sar in the posse as well. You see some of the other top clubs around Europe, they have many sort of sporting directors at the football club, not necessarily just one. We can have a couple of absolute legends at this football club, footballing people who are fighting tooth and nail to improve the football team and all aspects of running the football club behind the scenes. Not a bunch of people who are just there counting the pennies for the Glazers. So it is a disgrace, really. We do need to have more of a disconnect between the owners and the and the actual staff. I know that sounds strange, right? You would often want more communication. You'd often want more, you know, working together. We don't want that. We just want them to give us a pot of money and let the footballing people fucking do what they see fit with it, all right? We don't want any of their input. We don't want any of their financial bollocks. We want to focus on how we can improve the team. Not let's sign this player because he's a commercial, you know, asset, or, oh, he's going to sell shirts in this country. No, let's sign a player based on actual fucking footballing ability. Let's make the right sort of signings. Let's not just keep a player contracted because we're too scared to let them go and leave them on a free and have to go and spend money elsewhere. No, let's make the right footballing decisions now. So get these guys in. Good news anyway. Good news if he's staying on. That's confirmation from Ralph Rangnick that he will be staying on the consultancy role. Just quickly, he was talking about Ronaldo. And let's just talk about Cristiano Ronaldo a moment, guys, because this guy's fucking unbelievable. Just so you know, he did score his 17th goal of the season to earn Man United a point after De Gea, of course, made some great saves. He scored 17 goals. Salah's in first place with 22. I believe Ronaldo's tied with Son. So the only player to score more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo this season in the Premier League is Salah. Ronaldo didn't even play the first few games of the Premier League, by the way. We signed him a little bit after the season had begun. He's got 17 goals in this struggling Manchester United team. This team of absolute gash melters. That's how good Cristiano Ronaldo is. If he was playing for City, he'd have 30 by now. He really would. He's that good. He's that good. The problem is no service from the team for most of the season, having to do it all on his own a lot of the time. He got some service last night in one moment, and he took his chance there from Matic's pass. You have to say Ronaldo's just nothing short of the GOAT. Anybody who doubts Ronaldo, even at 37, is just a raving moron, in my opinion. You're an idiot. If you think Ronaldo's finished, he's still great. If he was playing for any of the other top teams, he'd be scoring a lot more goals than in this struggling Manchester United side. The fact that he's got 17 and is second in the Premier League's goal-scoring charts blows my mind with how bad this Man United side has been this season. I think the last 9 goals that Manchester United have scored in all competitions, Cristiano Ronaldo scored 8 of them. He scored 8 of them. He's the one stepping up, taking the chances, and trying to carry this side. He's been carrying this team all season long. So, just quickly on Cristiano Ronaldo, I just want to say I love him. I just want to say I absolutely love him. And I really, really hope that he's still here next season, guys. I mean, I understand it from his own career point of view if he thinks that he has to move on to get Champions League football if he wants to play in that competition. Because he's Mr. Champions League. He's won it, what? 5 times? 5 times, is it? Or 4 times? 5? No, 5. 5 times. That's 5, isn't it? 5 times. He's won it 5 times. 4 with Real and once with Man United. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. 5 times. He's also got the all-time goal scorers record in the Champions League. And he wants to add to this, doesn't he, guys? He wants to add to this. But anyway, he performed really well, guys. Again, feeding off scraps. Rangnick was talking about him previously after the game. He discussed Ronaldo's future a little bit. And he said that it's important to find out Cristiano Ronaldo's future, as he expects that Man United will be in the market to sign a couple of new strikers in the summer. So his overall season tally has been taken to 23 goals for Man United in all competitions. Not a bad return from him considering this team is crap. But think about it. Mo Salah over at Liverpool has scored 22 Premier League goals. He did have a little bit of a dry spell just before he fucking unleashed them again against Manchester United of all teams recently. But other than that, he was consistently playing brilliantly throughout the whole season, particularly the start of the season. Salah started the season absolutely on fire. Everyone's praising Salah, singing his praises. Well, in a championship challenging Liverpool side who are on for maybe doing a bloody quadruple. That's how decent they are at the moment. He's only got a few more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo, who's playing for an absolute guff merchant Manchester United set of prima donna fucking flat pack melts. It's you can't even compare it. So if Ronaldo was actually playing in a proper team, crikey, he'd still probably be the top scorer of this league, no doubt about it in my mind. Ronaldo's the GOAT. Sue, thank you very much to Cristiano for the memories, dude. Thank you for some of the only positive memories from this season. That's what I would say. It's been a shitter of a season, a real gas-tastic one. Nothing can really save this season, but Cristiano Ronaldo has been a shining light in the season for much of it. Some of the goals he scored, some of the moments that have been created from Cristiano Ronaldo. He's still the best around, guys. I just love him. Also, let's just have a look at a couple of stats from last night, guys, very quickly. Look at this. This is fucking shocking, by the way. So, let's have a look at this, guys. So, Cristiano Ronaldo, speaking of Cristiano Ronaldo made more passes, 37, than Scott McTominay did versus Chelsea. What the fuck? That's weird. My video just started playing randomly on my phone. Anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo made more passes, 37, than Scott McTominay, 27, versus Chelsea, right? Think about that for a second. So Cristiano Ronaldo is obviously up top there, isolated in a team that's struggling to play, not getting any service. And he's still been able to have more touches, more passes, more little flicks, more influence than Scotty McTominay is supposed to be, the sort of box-to-box player helping to get us go from midfield. Scott McTominay's shite, guys. I'm sorry to say he's absolutely shite. And I was thinking, maybe we could do with keeping him around as a squad player, as a backup for Hart and all that sort of stuff. I'm starting to get on the old Scotty McTominay out train. I'm going to be honest. There's so many players that I'm out at the moment I want to see go. But he might be added to the list, guys. I think he's on the list. I do. I think Scott McTominay's time to go. I was thinking maybe as a backup, a squad player. But fuck me. Is he really good enough for Manchester United? He was struggling to make any influence with his sort of challenges, tackles, give the ball away a couple of times. Think about that incident, by the way, guys, yesterday. You remember when Reece James smashed the left post with that curling left-footed effort, which was put on a platter for him. And he probably could have put it in, it was so close, it was like an inch away from going in. Well, that was from Scott McTominay just giving the ball away in midfield and completely allowing them the counter-attack. Very easy pass straight over Reece James. That's all from Scott McTominay being gash and giving the ball away. So he's very lucky that we're not talking about him even more so today, because he could have cost us a goal in that game, as did Victor Lindelof at some point. These guys could have cost us goals in those games. Lucky for David De Gea. Lucky that Reece James didn't find the target on that one, because otherwise Scott McTominay would have taken a big brunt of that loss last night. And rightfully so, because I do think he was crap. I'm sorry to say. And he's not the only one. There's a lot of players at United that are not good enough. Dalot, Tellez, they were rubbish last night as well, guys. Tellez, a bit better second half, these guys, right? But overall, not good enough. Cost us a goal. Definite errors from Dalot, allowing Marcos Alonso in space at the back. And then, of course, Tellez over on the other side, allowing the ball to come in to begin with. Pathetic stuff from our fullback. So, yeah, I'm very disappointed with those guys. But look at that stat, guys. Ronaldo had more passes than Scott McTominay, 27. Shocking stuff. And just on, so hashtag McTominay out, guys. Are you McTominay out yet? Let's have a vote in the live chat. McTominay, keep or sell? We're not going to do a poll for this one. I'm just going to let the Rashford one run, which is 59% sell at the moment. But keep or sell Scott McTominay. What's your honest opinions on him based on his season, based on his previous seasons? I've done player ratings, I think, for the last couple of seasons at the end of the year to sort of talk about the players throughout the season and how they've performed and what category they're in. Are they in S tier, A rating, B rating, C rating, D rating, etc.? Going down the tiers. And I'm pretty sure I put Scott McTominay in D every single year. He's always just a D. That is his rating, mate. D. Stands for dense. I don't know. It's just he's not quite good enough. He's always a D. That's not even a C. That's not even satisfactory. That's not even okay. That's bad. That's bad, guys. So keep Scotty says A-Bub. Keep says Anthony. Sell says Johnny. Sell says William. Keep says Mart. But I don't want to keep him as a starter though. I've said before, I like his heart. I like his passion. I like the fact he's got a bit of a better character than a lot of the melters we've got in the team. At least he tries and puts in the guile and battle sometimes, But that can only get you so far. What about technical ability as well? You have to have a good mixture of both. I'm not so sure if he's good enough for Man United. As a backup, though, look, if you've got to keep squad players. He's been around the squad a long time. I get it. But me personally, he's just taken a place up for somebody that could be better, in my opinion. Gungshi says sell for a cheeky deep fried battered Mars bar. Aye, a cheeky little deep fried battered Mars bar, a cheeky little can of deep fried battered iron brew. Aye, good shout there, Gungshi. Hey, we're only 14 likes away from 100. Keep dropping the like if you're joining us. Get involved in the chat here, like Isaac A, who comments, some players need to be seen after Ten Hag's training. If they're still crap, get rid. Yeah, and given a couple of months for the new season. Like Rashford, for instance. Rashford could easily be sold in January, I suppose, if he starts like he's playing at the moment for Ten Hag. Let's just have a look at this stat, guys, as well. This is absolutely horrendous. So we've got some Rashford statistics from last night as well. Talking about Rashford, I mean, fuck me. Get your votes in on the poll there. 58% say sell at the moment. I'm on the, just so you know, I'm in the keep group, the keep camp, because I think that Ten Hag needs to give him a chance and try and save him, try and resuscitate him. It's a resuscitation at the moment. We need to get him revived because, unfortunately, as a player for Man United at the moment, he's dead. I'm sorry to say, on the pitch, he's dead. He needs resuscitation by Ten Hag. Maybe he can do that. Maybe Ten Hag can come in and be the saviour of Rashford. Maybe not. But I think that he's going to get the chance to do so, and I think Ten Hag will want to give him the opportunities. So, yeah, Kate says Marcus Rashford. But anyway, look at these stats, guys. Rashford made just 12 passes in total, lost the ball in every 2.5 touches of his 25 touches, which was fewer than David De Gea this evening. Had no shots on or off target, only won one of his duels, 1 out of 5, and didn't make a single tackle, interception, or dribble attempt throughout his entire 79-minute performance. What? That is absolutely sickening. I mean, I don't know about that performance from Rashford. It did look like those sorts of stats when I watched this performance last night, obviously. We were watching the game, and he was just completely ineffective. Anytime he did get it, it always turned to crap. He just gave it straight to the opposition. So I'm not surprised with those statistics. But look at those stats, guys. 12 passes in total. Lost the ball in every 2.5 touches of his 25 touches. And he actually had fewer touches than David De Gea. No shots on or off target. Only won one of his duels. Didn't make a single tackle. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Let's get some poo-poo emojis in the live chat for those stats. That is absolutely shocking stats, man. Bloody hell. Absolutely shocking stats. I can't believe it, to be honest, but there you go. That is the player we've got right now. He needs, like I say, he's dead. He needs resuscitation, guys. I like Rashford. I think he's a nice guy off the pitch. But on the pitch, he's got some serious problems right now, and they need addressing. We know what a player he is. Hopefully he can be revived by Ten Hag. Okay, guys, so there you go. Rangnick will be performing a dual function. He says that he's going to leave all the Cristiano Ronaldo stuff essentially up to Ten Hag, with United maybe having to sign a couple of strikers. But if you look at what Rashford's doing, you look at it comparing to Ronaldo, like, who would you rather keep out those two? You know what I mean? So, Ronaldo scored 17 goals. Rashford's absolutely shitting the bed. It's not like Rashford's not had a lot of appearances this season either. Let's just have a look at his stats throughout the entire season, guys, because it's quite pathetic. It's not like he's not had a lot of minutes and a lot of games. He has. He's played 25 times in the Premier League this season. No, wait, sorry. Let me have a look at these detailed stats here. Okay, so he's played 25 times in the Premier League this season. Only 4 goals and 2 assists. It's just not good enough, guys. That's just not good enough. Compare that to last season's 11 and 11 in 37. Wow, it's just night and day. Last season, very effective. The season before, 17 goals in 31 games. 17 Premier League goals in 31. That's brilliant. 9 assists as well. Fantastic. Not anymore. Not anymore. 4 goals and 2 assists in 25 games. 1 goal in 5 Champions League games. No goals in 2 FA Cup games. 2 in the Europa League in 7. Just not good enough from Rashford this season. He's played a lot of minutes. Lot of minutes for Manchester United. 1,233 to be precise. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. So Marcus Rashford, he needs to sort himself out. He needs to go away. I think he needs to go to like one of those Tibetan monasteries or something in like the mountains. You know what I mean? And like go and like make wine with his feet for a while and stuff. And just like be one with nature and just forget about everything. Forget about social media. Forget about the government. Forget about Man United for a little while. Go to a fucking monastery and just live as a monk for a couple of months. That's what I think Rashford needs. He needs to centre himself. He needs to centre himself is what he needs to do. Oh, nice one, Rushmano. Thank you very much, boss. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, we're going to get onto that stuff just in a minute. I'm just going to cover the rest of the news, then we're going to get onto the transfer stuff at the end. Thank you very much, Rushmano, for the updates you've done. Hang on a second. Let's get into this. So guys, those are some shocking stats by Marcus Rashford. I'm very not happy about that. Quickly about Ten Hag. So apparently he's basically just he's told essentially that he wants to be left alone at Manchester United just for the moment. This is what ESPN are reporting, that sources have told them that essentially he's been asked to be kept informed of stuff, but really he wants to just focus on Ajax at this moment in time as well. But I'm sure there's going to be some list of recommendations of players and things like that he has given to Manchester United, of players that he rates, that he thinks Manchester United should get the wheels in motion on. So I'm sure, he is obviously focusing on Manchester United, but he's got his own job at hand first, which he's still at, and he's not finished yet. By the way, Alejandro Garnacho's family reacts to youngster's debut. They were in the stands crying and stuff. Let's get some love hearts in there for 17-year-old Garnacho, by the way, who came on last night. And he had a big role, of course, in Man United reaching the FA Cup Youth final as well, which I think the final was on the 11th of May, is it? But he seems like a very good talent. I'm very disappointed, though, that he only got 1 or 2 minutes on the pitch. Shame from Rangnick. Shame. I think it's a bit of a shame to not give him at least 5 or 6 minutes, maybe. Okay, it's great. He's debuted him. I get it. He's given him his chance. 17 years old, making his debut. He's on the pitch for a minute. What's the point? What was the point, in all fairness? But that is great news. Let's get those love hearts in there for Garnacho. That is great news. Hopefully a really good young talent coming through the ranks here. Maybe Ten Hag will give him opportunities. But I really would have liked to have seen the youngsters play more. In fact, this season, I really, really hope that Manchester United just, for the rest of this season, now that there really is nothing to play for top 4, I hope we play 4 or 5 kids every single game. You can't play 11 kids, I don't think, every single game. But let's play 4 or 5 kids every single game. I don't see why Elanga can't start. I don't see why Rashford doesn't get dropped now and you give someone like, Mesbury or Garnacho or just somebody a chance. I don't see why you don't give opportunities to, other players we've got in the team as well that could maybe come in and do a job for a couple of games. Why not? There's that Fernandes left back, Alvaro. Why the fuck not? What's holding us back now? We might as well give them opportunities. The argument is, well, you don't want to see them get trounced if they're not ready to play. But I'm not talking about playing a whole team of 11 kids. I'm talking about playing, the best Man United players, some of the senior players, i.e. Ronaldo, etc. But also having some youngsters alongside them to get experience and to learn. And that could be invaluable for them. And also, in my opinion, they probably won't play any worse or be any less effective than the likes of Marcus Rashford right now. Marcus Rashford, like me, doesn't matter his age, does it? He was better when he was 17. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these young players will have something to prove. They're fighting. They're trying to impress. And also, they might be playing without fear. They might just be playing with that youthful exuberance that we need right now. So there's no drawback, in my opinion, to just playing 4 or 5 youth players every week now for the last few games of the season. I agree, says Gangshi. Give the youngsters more time. Our season's basically over anyway. Exactly, yeah. And I'm not saying play a whole team of youngsters, but just a few here and there. Give them some chances. Dragon of the West says the kids will probably play better. They're hungry. Exactly, Dragon of the West. I couldn't agree more. How could they play any worse than the likes of Rashford? Even Bruno Fernandes right now. I'm not saying drop Bruno because I know he puts in a lot of effort and we need to try and get him back on track because he is a big player for us. But at the same time, man, I don't see how anybody could play worse than those guys. Corrupt Recording says, think we will see a lot of the loanees come back at the end of the season, getting game time next season like Garner and Williams. So true, yeah, that's a good shout. Garner has had a really great season at Notts Forest. And also Mengi might be put into the fold. Ahmad Diallo. From what I've heard, he's not had a great time at Rangers, but he's a player we spent 40 million for. Surely he's going to have a role to play next season in the squad of some sort. So yeah, you're absolutely right, Corrupt. We will have a bunch of loan players coming back into this side as better players, hopefully. Anthony Kaufman, thank you for the super chat, mate. He says, play a few kids at least. Why not? Anthony Kaufman, precisely. Give them the chances, especially players like Garnacho, who seem very exciting prospects, and Medjbri, and these sorts of players. I would give them all the opportunities between now and the end of the season. There's only 3 or 4 games left. You might as well. You honestly might as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for getting your thoughts in here about this. Bell6091, your legend, he says, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, Bell6091. Yeah, guys, if you're new around here, do hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and hit the share if you want as well. You see something in Elanga that can be special if nurtured properly as an outsider, says God Stronger. Respect, dude. Yeah, I see his raw ability. He's got pace for days, but he's also got good vision, and also he makes good movements, and he's not scared. He seems like he's not scared to run at really top-class defenders and try and take him on. He's got a little bit about him. Then again, Rashford did at that sort of age. So it's all about development. You got to have steady development. You can't fall off at one point. You can't get a big contract and then go to shit. You've got to steadily improve throughout your whole career, really, up to a point, obviously. Marcus Cashford, well, maybe that's it. He got a big contract, and yeah, I don't think that's the case with Rashford. I just think something's up mentally. Hey, Bargav, thank you so much for a super chat here, Bargav. Get in there, my son. Can we all get a sue in the chat for Bargav? And we've hit 100 likes on the stream. Thanks, everyone, for joining and hitting the thumbs up. Bargav comments, as a rival fan, not going to lie, this channel is brilliant. Definitely got to thank Brownie showing me the channel. Oh, nice one, Bargav. And shout out to Football with Brownie as well. Cardiff City scummer. No, he's a top lad, Brownie. And thank you so much. Oh, that's nice. He's shouting me out then. Good man. It's always me shouting him out. I'm just kidding. No, he actually does shout me out a lot. Bargav, get in there. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I really appreciate you enjoying the channel, and it's good to have you around here, Bargav. Let's get a sue in the chat for Bargav. Thank you, bud. Very, very nice message, mate. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you, dude. Guys, right, very quickly, just want to talk about 1 or 2 more things. Then we're going to have a look at the transfer news very, very quickly. But yeah, there you go. Ralph Rangnick going to be the new Austria manager. Greenwood bail update has been an application for extension for his bail. Hearings expected in June. We're expecting Ralph Rangnick to be appointed today. Rashford's shite, McTominay's shite, Ronaldo's the GOAT. That's basically the news that I wanted to discuss. So let's just look at the transfer news very quickly then. By the way, we do have an update that suggests that Wan-Bissaka is high on a shortlist for Crystal Palace. We talked about this a little bit the other day. Crystal Palace to bring in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, maybe with a loan move, or maybe with an option to buy, or maybe with just a straight transfer. We'll have to wait and see. But Wan-Bissaka, guys, keep or sell Wan-Bissaka. We had this out yesterday, but there's more news coming this morning that Crystal Palace are seriously interested in making a move for Aaron Wan-Bissaka this summer to bring him back to the club, obviously, which he started. Yeah, we did buy him from there, Jamie Wayne. That's it. That's why there's the link, and that's why they want him back. He was really good for them. That first season out for them was great. I think we've done Aaron Wan-Bissaka dirty a little bit over the last year or so, though. He is 24 now, and he does need to do better. He's a great defender. He's just crap going forward, though. That's the problem, and it's hard to coach that sort of stuff. Yeah. But defensively, over the last couple of years, I've not had a problem with him whatsoever. I think in an Ollie system, he did really well most of the time. So I kind of got time for Wan-Bissaka. I know a lot of people say sell him, and he can generate us money. And in all fairness, it's not about what I think. It's about what Ten Hag wants to do. And if Ten Hag thinks that playing in a modern sort of, formation or style where you've got overlapping fullbacks and this sort of stuff where you're attacking from those positions, then maybe Wan-Bissaka's just not really in Ten Hag's plans. And he can look at him and go, hey, that's £35 million. Maybe we can recoup and spend that on a player that I do want. So it does depend on what Ten Hag wants to do in regards to Wan-Bissaka and a couple of these other players. Right, so Bruno Lage just hinted that anything can happen in regards to Ruben Neves. We're linked to Ruben Neves, and around about £100 million he said that they want for him. They're not going to get anywhere near that. It's all part of the negotiation game. But he said anything can happen. There is a few teams interested. Barcelona, Arsenal, and of course, Manchester United, supposedly at this moment in time. Should we go and get Ruben Neves? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we should. For not for £100 million, though. I mean, that's ridiculous. But it is the situation where not a lot of clubs have to sell right now. Rushmon, let's just have a look at your latest updates here that you've sent me. Thank you so much. And we've got an update on Calvin Phillips. We're talking about him. And Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN has said that sources say that Leeds believe interested clubs will be reluctant to meet Calvin Phillips's valuation of around £60 million and are planning for next season on the basis Phillips will be in their squad, but are resigned to him eventually leaving. £60 million? You fucking what? Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, we're not interested. We're not fucking interested, mate. You're right. See you later on, Leeds. Fuck off. You know what I mean? No chance. That's crazy. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Look, that's it. It depends on Calvin Phillips' situation. If he wants to go away, then it's going to be hard for Leeds to keep him. I don't think Calvin Phillips is going to go from Leeds. He's a Leeds scummer. He's Leeds through and through. He's literally born in Leeds. And he's a Leeds player. So I really don't think he's going to come to Manchester United, guys. He should do for his career. If Man United came knocking, he'd be stupid not to, in my opinion. But because he's that much of a Leeds scummer, I don't think he would go to United. If there was an offer from another decent team, maybe he would go there instead. But £60 million, that's a joke, man. He's not worth that, guys. £40 million and a packet of fucking Nobby's nuts. That's all it really is in regards to Calvin Phillips. It's crazy. How much do you reckon he's worth then, guys? He's priced at £60 million. The thing is, if you're a Premier League team and you get all this TV money every single year, you don't have to sell any of your players for cheap. A-Bub says 35 to 40 million. Pissed off 60 million, says William Kelly. For a Leeds scummer, no thanks, says Kungsha. I know, what the hell? I thought you could buy the whole of Leeds for £60 million, mate. That's what I thought. I don't just want a Leeds player. I want the whole of Leeds freaking town centre, son. For that, you know what I mean? I want the whole town for 60 million, son. 30 million max, says Razak. We need an entire midfield. We need no strikers left, says Bo691. Yeah. It's hard to justify us spending loads of money on all these different positions, is it? I don't think we're going to spend 200 million. But if Ronaldo stays, then you can put a little bit more into the midfield and the defence and other areas of the team. Because I think Ronaldo is still good enough to score you a lot of goals if you feed him properly. Only thing is that how Ten Hag wants to play with that sort of player up top there. And the other thing is, we do need another forward player for the future. We can't just rely on Cristiano Ronaldo. $125, says Dirty Sanchez. 15 million, says Corrupt Recordings. 35 million for Phillips, says A-Bub. £10, says Buys. Cantona for 1 million. That's what I'm talking about, William Kelly. 1 million for Cantona for the Leeds scum. What a bargain, mate. Unbelievable signing that one. There you go. 1 million for Cantona, for Pete's sake. And they want 60 million for Calvin Phillips. What the fuck? No, that's mental. Anyway, that's not going to happen, is it? They're not going to get 60 million for Phillips. Thing is, he's a homegrown player. That's it. You can add 20 million on or 10 million on to any player just if they're English and homegrown and in the Premier League. So, but that is absolutely ridiculous, man. Oh, what a fucking shocker. Anyway, okay, so also, meeting of Austrian FA to decide on Rangnick appointment has just started. This is from Simon Stone on Twitter. Thank you very, very much. Oh, brilliant update. Sorry I didn't say it. Rushmana, I need to, check more often, don't I? I'm having a mare, mate. It's because I had all this stuff I wanted to talk about, and I was just like, I'll talk about all that shit. But then I'm fucking missing out all this breaking stuff here. Let's have a look at this. You're a legend, man. Thank you very much. Right, let's have a look at this, guys. Just a little update in regards to Rangnick at this moment in time. It's this one. Yes, Simon Stone from the BBC has given us a bit of an update here. This is what it says. Meeting of Austrian FA to decide on Rangnick appointment has just started. Told it will last around 60 minutes. All indications are it is a rubber stamping exercise. So, seems like he's got the job. Stamford Blue, how you doing there, my friend? I agree, Rushman. We do need better than Phillips, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. You know who I'd love to see come in? And it's not that realistic, but I would love to see it. Is, well, there's a few players in all fairness. I would take Ruben Neves. I'd take De Jong. I'd like De Jong at United. De Jong's been an impressive player from what I've seen from him over the years. And, of course, he's got that Ten Hag link. Doubt he would want to come to us because of the Champions League problem. We don't have the Champions League football to offer. But the Ten Hag factor is a factor. He might come for Ten Hag, especially if he's unhappy at Barca. I think he would be a really good player for us if he could get De Jong in. And then maybe also Tielemans could be a reasonable acquisition for 30 or 40 million because he's not got long left on his contract. So you might be able to convince Leicester to sell him if he is want away. And if he does want to step up to a club like United. Only thing is, I do think there'll be bigger clubs than Leicester as well that are looking to sign him, and other clubs than United. So, you know, like maybe some of these other teams we just mentioned. Why wouldn't they be interested in Tielemans as well for 35 or 40 million quid? I think we've got a little bit of competition on our hands for all of these signings we're talking about. Ruben Neves would be a great signing for 50 million quid, not a penny more in my opinion. Will he end up going to Barcelona? George Mendes' agent is understood to have been working on that deal for a while. Maybe there is interest from Xavi and Barcelona to bring him in. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. That could definitely change things. If Neves signed for Barcelona, then that's one of our targets gone. We'd have to move on to the next one. Maybe somebody like De Jong, who would be at Barcelona if Barcelona were looking to cash in and sell. You just don't know what their plans are. They affect our plans. We don't have Champions League football, so it seems like we're at the mercy of other teams not wanting our targets right now, sadly. If other teams do want our targets, then we're kind of, unless we can offer more money, and then are they coming for the right reasons? It's a gash situation, isn't it? I will follow you, says Calvin Phillips, at 20 million max. Nothing special about him. Better sign Basuma. Yes, even though, yes, I agree with you. Basuma again. £35 million is probably a reasonable amount to spend on him. Brighton are a small club as well, really. It's hard for them to keep hold of their players. How are they going to be able to do that? So, yeah, good shout, mate. I think Basuma is a good option at a budget price as well. Even some of the cheaper options around Europe, there's some people we talked about previously, such as Haidara or Kamara. Kamara might be available on a free. So there's lots of players that we could go and get. Conrad Lama, says Tad Bakes, reportedly available for a very cheap amount of money also. Good comment, Tad Bakes. Good comment. Guys, 150 of you legends in here. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on the stream. It's free to like. You might as well twat that thumbs up button. Give it the old Kung Fu Cantonade treatment on it, like a Palace fan. And smash the like. And also, subscribe if new. Help us get to 57,000 subscribers. And get your thoughts and opinions in throughout. You only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to chat. So do have a cheeky little chat in the live chat if you want. And get yourself involved with your questions and your opinions throughout. You're all welcome in here. Okay, just one last topic. Then I am going to get into the live chat for a for a Q&A, guys. We've got RB Leipzig have understood to have opened up talks with Christopher and Nkunku over a new contract, including a much improved salary and a release clause. So this is a goal scorer that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks because he's kind of linked to a few different English teams, one of which is Manchester United, and he scored a lot of goals this season, guys. The only thing is about Nkunku that I'm a little bit concerned about is everybody's good in the German league. It's a bloody German pitchfork farmers league. It's not much better than the bloody French league, really, is it? I'm just kidding. There's a few good teams in there, but in my opinion, it's easier to score goals in the Bundesliga than it is the Premier League. A lot easier. Where am I getting this basis from? Well, history. Just look at players who can do it in the Bundesliga, but cannot do it in the Prem. Kagawa, Werner, Havertz. Not to the standard that they did over there, I mean. They might still score goals over here, but they're not putting up the same sort of numbers that they are over there. So, yeah, okay. He is obviously a really good player, though. Smash a one in the live chat if you'd like a little bit of cheeky Christopher and Nkunku action at United, guys. What are you saying? Sarvulon, what's going on, Sarvulon? How you doing? Welcome in the stream. Good to see you, Sar. Thank you for the free little piggies. As always, that's your calling card. G'day from down under there, Sar. Maxence, Kakare, Ibrahim Sangare, Conrad Lema will suit Ten Hag's system much cheaper than Calvin or Rice. Great shout, I will follow you. It's a shame, isn't it? There's no value in the Premier League these days unless the player's running down their contract, and they definitely have to go. Think about it. We paid £80 million for a human slab of concrete in Harry Maguire. That is how little value there is in the Premier League. David Moyes is on about wanting fucking 150 million for Declan Rice. What a ginger goblin. It's redonkulous. You know, you've got Bruno Lage coming out saying that they value Ruben Neves at 100 million. What? The world's gone mad. You're right. There is no value in signing Premier League players right now unless their contracts are running out. Like Tielemans for 40 mil or something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. But going for some of these other guys, you are right. There's just better value elsewhere. There's better value abroad, mate. There really is. Thank you for the super chat here, Conte. He says, catch me if you can. What's going on there, Conte? Thanks for getting in, you massive cont. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us, Conte. Everybody, let's get a sue in the chat for this Conte Dracula-looking guy in the live chat. Somebody drive a metaphorical wooden stake through him. Our whole team is too static, says Bell6991. Yeah, it is, mate. I know. They were playing Sabutio last night. Rangnick was just flicking them from the sidelines, mate. It was fucking Sabutio fest, wasn't it? It was so shit. They were not running around that much at all, I agree. Second half was a bit better, actually. Second half was a bit better. But first off, there we go. Conte's twerking for PSG right now, says Tad Bates. Right, just quickly, guys, also, so in Kunku news, also Paul Pogba. Some reports coming in today about Paul Pogba that suggest that he could be offered a 3-year contract at Real Madrid until 2025. So we know about Paul Pogba that the situation is that, well, he hasn't announced anything in terms of where he's going. There are understood to be some offers on the table, but he's not decided on his future at this moment in time. That is the situation. So I still think he'll go to PSG because he's French and he's a star over there. He's a World Cup winner. I think they would want him. It's a Farmers League. He'd get a lot of time and a lot of goals, a lot of assists in a Farmers League. So that's personally what I think. And they also want... So Real Madrid are also understood to want a few different players, though. Maybe Paul Pogba or Aurelien Tchouameni as well, as a Toni Kroos replacement at some point, essentially. So, yeah, Real Madrid understood to be interested in Paul Pogba. A few different outlets, including El Nacional, say that, and also Luka Modric is getting on. At some point, Real Madrid are going to have to do something, aren't they? Their options. How old is Toni Kroos now? And Luka Modric is like 35, isn't he? He's still fucking awesome, though, isn't he, man? He's still so good. Luka Modric is 36. Fuck me, this guy's a baller still. Anyway, that's it. Luka Modric, these guys, they're still around, but at some point they're going to need replacements. So there's talks of Tchouameni and maybe Paul Pogba coming in on a free. Oh, shit, Gungshi Leone. Oh, thank you so much, Gungshi. What a legend. Getting in here with those Taiwanese dollars, my son. Gungshi, thank you for the super chat. He says, cheeky donation to help keep the pig's larder well stocked. You're what a guy, man. What a guy. Thank you very much, Gungshi, mate. That's going to get me some grub, no doubt. Thank you very much to Gungshi. Guys, everyone, can we put a massive love heart in the live chat for Don Gungshi Leone, one of the longest-serving colonels of the Bacon Brigade. Much love to you, my son. Hashtag Hamada for life. Thank you very much, Gungshi, you legend. Yeah, Modric is 36. Kroos is only 32. Oh, that's not too bad. But yeah, Modric is 36. So these guys are getting on a little bit, which means that they are looking at bringing some players like maybe Tchouameni, maybe Pogba. So we do have an update there, guys. We also have another link with Victor Osimhen, guys, which is a player who we like to play with on FIFA a little bit, don't we? Or we have done previously. Napoli forward Victor Osimhen, who, in my opinion, is a very good talent from what I've seen from him. He's only 23 as well, pace for days, etc. He scored 16 goals from 28 in Serie A this season. Arsenal have been heavily linked with him, though. So, but there has been a link emerged this morning, which suggests that maybe Man United are reportedly willing to go in for Victor Osimhen. But again, huge amounts of money involved with this transfer, and it's probably not going to happen because we've just got so many different areas of the team to strengthen. Plus, there's that Darwin Núñez link, which I think is the most likely. And if we are going to spend big money on a player, maybe we should go for that guy. But yeah, Victor Osimhen, Nigeria international, obviously a really good player as well. From what I've seen, I think that he would be, he should be on the list, but I don't know if that's really a player we're going to get because I think they want something like 80 million euros for him or something ridiculous like that. Okay, Manchester City, also reports coming out that they're going to rival Man United for Barcelona's Frankie de Jong signing. Different reports say that the 24-year-old is not happy at the Camp Nou at this moment in time and is just not really enjoying his football there at this moment in time. He got subbed off the other day from Xavi and had a bit of a paddy, apparently. There's a few clubs that have been alerted because of this around Europe, such as Man United, PSG, Bayern Munich, and now apparently fucking Manchester City. So the report adds that Pep Guardiola is an admirer of him. He's had 40 caps for the Netherlands at 24 years of age, and he would be a great reinforcement for the midfield, apparently. He's under contract with Barca until June 26th, but he could be available for around about £60 million, which is around about 70 million euros. So it's a lot of money, but because of the Ten Hag link, it could be okay. It could be possible that we could bring him in. But then again, as I've discussed, if teams like PSG or Bayern Munich or Manchester City want to go for him, if Barcelona do want to sell him, chances of Manchester United being able to stave off the interest of those clubs it's just not that high, unfortunately, because let's face it, we don't have Champions League football right now. Oh, Savulon, get in there, you legend, says, yes, Pig's larder must be well stocked. Savulon, thank you so much. You guys are going to make me even tubbier, but I love it. Thank you so much, Savulon. Get in there, Sar. Getting in here raw from down under. Savulon, shout out to you and your channel as well, doing Skyrim. I was watching a bit of your Conan stream the other day and stuff. Shout out to you, Savulon. Check out a bit of Savulon if you haven't done. Sar, thank you very much for your nice super chat there. Appreciate that. Tad Bake says Sancho will thrive under a Ten Hag system. And let's get a soo in the chat. So you think that Sancho will thrive under a Ten Hag system, Tad Bakes? Very similar to how Dortmund play. Yes, great shout. I'm with you on that one. This season hasn't really been the dream start season at all for Sancho. He's just had difficulties settling in a really bad performing Manchester United side. So for those reasons, I agree. I think it can't hurt next season. I think Sancho's going to develop a lot more next season under Ten Hag than he has done this season, sadly. But there you go. Frankie de Jong is apparently a target for now for Manchester City as well. That would be Gash. Okay, let's get into the live chat then, guys. I really appreciate you all watching. Oh, hang on. We've got another update from... oh, no, sorry. Thank you so much. So, Manchester City plans... Oh, no. Oh, fucking hell. Manchester City are... Oh, they're working on... Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted... Ah, bollocks. It's not that bad, but basically all it is Man City are signing Phil Foden up to a new contract until 2027. Fuck off, City, anyway. We don't want to talk about those bloody cheating bastards. Right, let's get into the live chat. Thank you, everyone, for getting in here today for today's stream. Oh, shit, we got another super chat here as well. Sean P. Casey getting in raw. Sean, lad, thank you for the super chat as well, bro. He says, this Ralph bloke has got off lightly, in my opinion. No tactics, no press, no passing, nothing. He can go also. Clear him all. Sean P. Casey, I mean, I do think he's not covered himself in any glory whatsoever, has he? He's been a substitute teacher at best. But that's it. He was only coming in to do that job. When have you ever heard of a manager, really, who's been given a job, even if it's an interim capacity, and then he's already pre-set up to go into consultancy role? He was never really going to be like... I think he's underperformed from what we expected. We were expecting to see gegenpress. He didn't do it, but you have to remember that this set of players are a bunch of absolute fannies. And they don't work hard for each other, and unfortunately. And yeah, it's his job to get the best out of them. But I think the damage is already done earlier on in the season with maybe just how the situation went with Oli being sacked and where we were as a team then and how poor we were, and maybe some of the players leaving at the end of the season, not caring anymore and not really giving it their all and just the heart not there. Then again, Ralph Rangnick, listen, I agree, Sean. Ralph Rangnick did not have to select Harry Maguire the whole time he's been here. He didn't have to give him the captaincy. He could have come in straight away and said, hey, you know what? Ollie gave you the captaincy. I'm just going to choose my captain based on who I want. Sorry, Harry. You know, that's how it is. I'm the new guy. It has to be done. What I say goes, Ronaldo's the captain. There you go, you know, something like that. Bold moves get bold rewards. Unfortunately, he didn't do anything bold. He just was effectively a Glazer puppet for the season. That's the reality. So I don't really blame Ralph Rangnick that much. But at the same time, yeah, he's not done too well. He's not done well. He's not covered himself in glory. He's not done anything impressive. But what is impressive is what he's done previously as behind the scenes, working in director roles and technical roles for teams like Leipzig and Lokomotiv and these sorts of teams. We need more football men behind the scenes at Man United. So the fact that he is coming into a consultancy role, working behind the scenes, as well as being Austria manager, so he's only going to be doing it part-time, then that's good. I'm happy about that. I don't want him to go. I think it's good that we have him around the club. I don't want him to be the first team coach. I don't want him to be the head coach. I don't want him to be the guy, the manager. But I want him to be around the club, you know. I want him to be around the club, helping us and advising us, because he's a football man. We don't have enough football men. Thank you. Great comment, though, Sean Casey. I completely understand where you're coming from. That's right, God Struggler. Romano's the man for tending to get it right. Devil's Reject, thank you for the thumbs up super sticker there. You're a legend. Devil's Reject, thank you so much. Come on, let's get a love heart in there for Devils as well. Appreciate that one. Just a red raw like. He says, like the video. Thank you very much, Devil's Reject, for the thumbs up. We're nearly at 150 likes, guys. Drop a thumbs up on the video if you haven't done. Help us get to 150. You can't teach a bag of rocks football, says Olsen. It's true. The Saint says the players gave Ralph no chance. And it's down to the players being awful. Hey, Matt Phipps, what's going on, Matt Phipps? Welcome in. Big God Bob says Phil Foden currently on 12k a week, for fuck's sake. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, well, he's going to get a big contract to 2027 by the looks of it now. Fabrizio Romano's come out and said basically that they're working on that. There's a verbal agreement. Amit Kumar, players have betrayed Rangnick. Hey there, Alec Brandon. Gungshi says Ralph's main task was assessing and laying the foundation for the next manager. What do you expect him to do with this bunch of melters? So true. And he has assessed it, and we've heard his assessments in public after the last game, not this game, that's just gone last night, but the previous game. He did say, was it the Liverpool game? Yeah. He did say, like, we need 10 new players. He said Liverpool is 6 years ahead. That's his assessment of the team, and I agree with his assessment of the team, really. We do need to get a whole new team. So that's true, Gungshi. The team are just a bunch of melters. Let me scroll down to the bottom of the chat and catch up a little bit here. I'm good, Jim Watkins. Not too bad, mate. Got a little bit of a sore throat from, the watch along and the chatting and stuff, but not too bad. Glenn B said, should Wan-Bissaka stay? Depends on how Ten Hag's going to play. In the modern era, Wan-Bissaka's just not good enough going forward. If he's going to play, like, I don't know, with wingbacks bombing forward, overlapping, trying to get balls in, Wan-Bissaka's not the best at all that stuff. He's a great defender. If what you're playing is a low block team, if what you're playing is as a low block team or as a team that's set up on the counter to sit a bit deeper, and he's really good. He's really good, but I don't think that's how we're going to play under Ten Hag. So I do think that maybe he might be sold. But I think I like what he's done over the years while he's been here, just not this season so much. Devil's Reject, they'll throw the next manager under the bus too. We need a clear out. Yeah, definitely. Time to get these bad characters, these bad eggs out. Otherwise, they're going to keep stinking up the gaff like a bunch of rotten eggs. You just recovered from cough and sore throat. That's awesome, Jim. Pleased to hear you're feeling better, mate. A-Buzz says, finally, I hope we buy defenders that can play a high line. Absolutely, yeah. No Slabby Maguire with his 2 pace. No, definitely not. Definitely not. You totally agree, says the Saint. If Ralph had his way, the team would be playing high-level gegenpressing football by now. I think some of them are simply not up to it. Good shout. He's not got the right players in the right positions. You are right about that. Alec Brandon says, play him Aaron Wan-Bissaka at centre-back. Interesting. Good defender. Stranger things have happened than converting somebody to a centre-back, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know about that. Is he good enough, strong enough in the air? Get rid of the culprits, starting with Pogba, says Robin. Hashtag Pogba out. Tad Bake says Ten Hag has power, so players won't be allowed to run riot now, in my opinion. Hope so. He didn't seem to really get much out of them while he was here in the team, but... oh, sorry, you said Ten Hag, not Rangnick. Sorry, for some reason you said Ten Hag, and my brain read Rangnick. I don't know why. But you're right, Ten Hag, yeah, he'll whip him into shape, mate, absolutely. Definitely a Barb. The Saints said, do you think Wan-Bissaka can play a different role? I do. I think maybe he could play as a centre-back, I suppose. He could come in and do a job there. He is good defensively. I don't know if he's good enough in the air. What is he, 6 foot? He's not the most physical, but he's also not terrible in those areas. He's great one-on-one defender. He's the best one-on-one defending we've got. Like those incidents where Werner's one-on-one with Lindelof yesterday, and he's just done him and got the half a yard and got the shot away so easy. That wouldn't happen with Wan-Bissaka one-on-one. Maybe he could learn centre-back, says the Saint. Get rid of Maguire, says Gary Finnegan. Oh, nice. Well, let's have a quick look at this then. Rush Mano. Okay, so Samuel Luckhurst gives us an update as well and says, usually loath to comment on football's most tedious debate, but Ronaldo has cut it in the biggest... oh, hang on. 3 biggest... 23 goals. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I've gone over that earlier. Hang on. Where's this update? I'm trying to find this transfer update. Okay, don't worry, Rush Mano. Anyway, thank you very much for everybody getting in here today. I'm pretty much going to wrap this stream up there anyway. I want to say a big thank you to every single one of you for getting in here. Thank you, everybody, for dropping a lot. Oh, shit, we got a new member of the channel. It's Big God Bob. Has become a member of the Bacon Brigade. Big God Bob. Bacon and Egg Brigade. Thank you so much there, Big God Bob, you legend. Everyone, please, can we get a massive love heart in the live chat for Big God Bob? What an absolute hero. Appreciate you being a long-time viewer of this channel and supporting the channel, man. Big God Bob, welcome back to the channel membership. You absolute don. Let's get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in the live chat to welcome in Big God Bob. Thank you, Bob. Nice one, mate. Absolute don. Kate Cadet says 2 things I want from Eric Ten Hag next season: a team that works their bollocks off and a team that's not afraid to go and attack teams. I just want a team that fights for the badge. A nice one, Kate Cadet. Big up yourself. I respect that as well. That's what I want too. Proper United players who fight tooth and nail. Brian Foskett, GGMU. Mickey Kramer, big up yourself, Mickey. How you doing today, man? We're just wrapping this video up, but great to see you. Thank you, Kate Cadet, A-God, God Struggler, the Kate Cadet, Sarvulon. Big Gobs with a super chat as well says, Aaron Wan-Bissaka stands for average with ball. Big God Bob, fair play to you, mate. I mean, that's a good shout. He's not very good with the ball. He's not good going forward, passing the ball, but he is good defensively. Hey, fair play, Kofi admisses. Let's get Jiku in League One. Good. Oh, fair play to you, my son. Is he a farmer? I know who you mean. Matt Phipps, thank you for getting in. Sarvulon, Gungshi, Jim Watkins, Arsenal for Life, Mickey Kramer, Brian Foskett, Johnny M, Susan Lively Sue, Rush Mano says we got 149 likes. Who's going to be the 150th liker? Thank you, Susan, Rushy, Cakey, Gary Finnegan, you Don, and everybody else. If you're just getting in, if I haven't read your comments out, apologies. I'll try to get everyone involved. But please come back after this video is finished, if I haven't done, and get your thoughts and opinions in. Tell me your thoughts on anything we've discussed on this video in regards to Rangnick to Austria, Ronaldo's role, Rashford, McTominay, obviously the Greenwood update. Let us know what you guys think. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Meet Gaddafi as well. Oh, thank you, Sarvulon. Right back at you. Thank you, Sar. Susan Lively Sue, Rushy, Alec, Gungshi. That's it from me then. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much, Gungshi. Oh, I will do. I will do, Gungshi. Thanks for reminding me. I've been slacking on that, haven't I? I need to sort myself out. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. That's it from me. I'll be back with the latest United news later on. Take it easy. And come on, United. Hopefully some big news or some wheels in motion for signings of some big important players. Because as we've established, we have got a really shit team at the moment, full of gashed players who are not fit for the badge. So let's ship them out and get new guys in and start again. That's what we need, a fresh start in the summer. Thank you, Kingslayer, Matt Phipps, A-Bub, Cake, Bargav, Sarvulon, and everybody else as well. See you later. Let's get some Bacon Brigade emojis in there. Have a great day, and I'll be back later with some more news. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. And thanks for watching, guys. That's it from me. Have a great day. See.